First, you have to buy your time back. And the only way to do that is to manage your time perfectly. We all have 24 hours. So if you say you don't have enough time, no excuse. You've not managed your time well so far, which is why you're in the position you are right now. So don't make any excuses. Just learn how to be better. And that's something I had to figure out hard. So how do you do that? How do you manage your time? The first thing is, this is all that matters. Hours of deep work on the highest leverage activities. The issue is your highest leverage activities are always going to change. Like mine change. Like if you want to know how I scaled so fast, as soon as I learned copywriting and I'm already here, doing, I could have done, 50K a month had I not closed this off to focus on you guys. It's this right here. I focus on this every freaking day, bro. If you don't know what your highest leverage activity is, then how do you how are you going to make the most out of your time, right? How are you going to make more you only have a finite amount of time. How are you going to make more from that finite amount? And so Alex Mosey did a really good presentation on this. I'll have to see if I can find it. But to recap is like, what are your highest leverage activities? That's it.
It sounds like a password. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah. So let me give you guys an example right now, right? Let's say you have a certain amount of time per day. Your highest leverage activities, somebody tell me, like, what in your situation right now, you're trying to make money with copywriting. What is your highest leverage activity? What is the most important thing you can spend your time on? Anyone know?
Writing and outreach.
Copywriting.
High value outreach. There's a reason why I made all of this stuff. Is because this whole program came from me solving my own problem, which is I was where you were. And I thought my way out of it and worked my way out of it. And then now I'm showing you how to do it. And so the number one thing you can do, right, is be writing copy. That's it. And some of you spend 10 minutes writing copy and 4 hours doing God knows what. And you wonder why you don't have clients yet, right? When this is the number one highest leverage activity. So you've got to optimize for everything. I mean, and I'm not kidding. Like I have a flip phone. I literally bought a flip phone because I take my time very seriously. And that's the only reason why I'm sitting here today. And it's worth, $1,000 an hour if I do work. So it's like, I sat there working my $1,800 an hour job. And I thought, you know what? I want my hour to be worth 1,000. And at that point it was worth like $17. And I'm gonna boss because he was kind of one of my friends, and he just freaking laughed. He freaking laughed. And I was like, damn, like I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid. I'm crazy. But I kept doing it. I was like, okay, what is my highest leverage activity? What's my highest leverage activity? So think about it. If you write copy, check this out. For potential clients, what happens? Bro, this is the highest leverage activity you can possibly do, which is why I forced it down y'all's throat so hard. Guess what? You get good at the skill of copywriting and you land clients. So now, not only do you have the skill you need to go further, but now you have the money to buy your time back to learn it and use it more. The problem happens is when you don't leverage this. So let's say, Kieran, let's say you're working a part-time job and you're having to spend 20 hours a week on it. Now you land a copywriting client who pays for the same amount, but you only do 5 hours of work. You realize you've just gained 15 hours of potential deep work on high leverage activities. The issue comes is that instead of leveraging that, you just freaking blow it on like COD and freaking like watching YouTube videos. You know what I'm saying? This is why I scaled so fast. Is because when I got my time back, guess what I did? Guess what I didn't do? I didn't watch YouTube. I didn't play video games. I did more of this, bro. I just did more. Yeah, deep work was one of my like really, really eye-opening books. And so the two things you need to focus on are, one, finding highest leverage activities, which, surprise, surprise, I've already found it for you. It's writing copy for potential clients. And then number two, which is the one you've got to figure out for yourself, which is deep work. How do you maximize your focus and work? And you do this by completely ridding yourself of anything else distracting you. And I don't mean just like, turning your phone off, whatever. No. I mean, it's a lot deeper than that, okay? Just a quick story, then it's time to go. But my granddad used to grow watermelons. And so me and my brother would go visit him for a day. We'd be outside all day, barely eating anything. And he'd be like, "Come here, boys. Got something for y'all." He'd pop open that like fridge in the shed. Keep in mind, like we're rednecks, if you can't tell, Kubota hat. He'd pop open that fridge in the shed and he'd be like, "Check this out." He'd pull out that homegrown, bro, juicy watermelon. He'd say, that thing would just bleed everywhere. And we were hot and sweaty and like starving and just thirsty. And bro, it was the best tasting thing you've ever tasted on the planet. Like it was incredible. I still remember like eating it. I was like, golly. Like I still remember it being, even though I was like 5. Well, my mom comes to pick us up. We package it up. We go home. The next day, we ate lunch. I love fruit roll-ups. I would eat a fruit roll-up, like 2 fruit roll-ups after every lunch. So I have a bunch of carbs, fruit roll-ups. We'd been inside all day. And then me and my brother were like, dude, let's hit up that watermelon. That was crazy. We'd take a bite and it tasted like water. It was like disgusting. Why? Why is that? It's because I'd been inside all day freaking playing video games. I ate a bunch of carbs, and then I ate a fruit roll-up. Bro, the watermelon tasted like throw up. I didn't eat any more of it. That's why some of you guys can't do, but you can't. Because, bro, do you think you're gonna sit down with a blank page and write some killer copy if you've been scrolling TikTok for the past 2 hours? Bro, your brain's gonna be like, boycott. We ain't doing that. Because it's gonna be hard. But now I want you to imagine that you've been sitting in the woods. Imagine you've been sitting in the woods with no technology. You've been walking around doing nothing, and now you go to write some copy. Bro, you low key enjoy it. You're like, this is fun. I'm doing something. And so some of you can't write, but if you sat in a room, like I'm for real, if you locked yourself, I've done this before. If you locked yourself in a room for 1 hour with nothing and just stared at a wall, you would think writing copy is Six Flags. For you foreign guys, that means like you would think writing copy is like a theme park. Here's part of the reason. Like, do you want to know why you have good like ideas in the shower and good ideas when you're laying in bed? Guess what the frick you're not doing, bro? Anything else. It's not a secret. It's like in the shower, you don't have your phone. I hope you guys don't. You guys are DJs if you do. But it's like you don't have your phone, so guess what you got to do? You're actually thinking for once. And you're like, I'm actually coming up with ideas. The moral of the story is the less that you consume, the more you will produce. I don't consume anything. All I do is produce. All I do is produce content. All I do is produce these videos. All I do is produce everything. Anyways, sorry, we got like productivity preaching today. I didn't think that would happen, but hopefully it was helpful.
That answered my question tenfold. Thank you.
I forgot you even asked a question, bro. I was just ranting.
Yeah, you were just going, bro. Good shit.
Yeah.
Good shit. Yeah.
All right. Before we leave, it's gonna be a dope weekend, guys. I'm excited. I want to see some copy when I get back on Sunday, Monday. But tell me one thing, the most valuable thing you learned from this call.
How to get rich. Reading copy.
Ryan says
Writing
you
copy.
might get distracted with social media when you use social media to outreach. Bro, I follow like 4 people, and dude, my dopamine system is so rigged. Like I kid you not, when you make like 4 or 5 grand in a day, bro, you don't play video games anymore. Like video games are boring when you see $1,000 Stripe payments every day. And so like you just got to force yourself to get to that one point. Yeah, Jason had a false lead broken. You can make 10K from one client. Yep. Very good. Ben said become a drug dealer. Brains compare. Yep. You can't go from playing video games. Yep. That's crazy. And listen, I don't want to be harsh, guys. And like, I understand some of you are a lot younger. And like, I was freaking playing video games all day when I was young. RuneScape, to be exact, like 10 hours a day. But if you're going to do it, at least wait until you're completely done with all of your high leverage activities for a couple hours. Like, please promise me that. If you're going to play video games, do not do it first, because it's going to be like that comparison. You can't come back. You can't just start writing copy after playing video games. You're going to be so bored, and your brain's going to want something else. High leverage equals money. Yes, sir. And at some point, I'll do a productivity like course for you guys, but Right now, you just need to do the work.